Welcome everyone to another video, and this one isn't actually going to be put on my Cynto channel, but I have been tasked with recording this one for Doge Dudes, and we'll be doing a quick tour of this massive Minecraft server that we actually own for you today. And what we've got here is a nice aerial view of the city, which happens to be the capital of the world. This city is called Rick, and it's where everything started and just sort of expanded out from there. So, if we come into here, this is where Dane kind of lives, or Bamboozled Blue. It's in my attic. He's been kicked out by pretty much everyone, including the Lorax. And if we come down here, here is, let's see. Well, there's my head, okay, Gertrude the dog, who is my dog, and he's a bit glitched and is extremely violent to everyone except me. Here is where I live, and this is my storage room, but besides that, here's the exterior of that Spleef Center, which is a small thing that we have spleef tournaments. We haven't got fully set up yet, but for right now we've got the wagon, which was actually my house originally, and this building, which is just an information center. Here's the room where spleef eventually will be, but we don't have enough. And this little glass shop that's sinking. And if we ever here, there's a train station that rarely gets used now that there's a Litraz. That Australian, it's a fine story. There used to be a bank, but now it's the place where we have our war monuments, the map of the server, so it's more of a little town hall type thing, and chairs for our meeting. We've also got this building here, which is the Sistine Chapel, where we worship the tea. It is where we keep the chest for new players, and it used to be our old meeting room, but now we've got a better one, and this is just where we store all of the books and trees and laws and stuff. Dane kind of died to a berry bush pretty early on in the server, and this building here has the most history of all of them. It's called the Fallout Shelter, and it was built on the first night in a panic attempt to not die. We just dug down and lived under there, then we eventually got a thing up above ground. There's a bunch of things that are just like old items from the server that have purpose, and these are just like random stuff, like from the earlier days of the server that just never got moved. We've got some beds for new players, and we've got a massive axolotl aquarium that has like 30 axolotls roughly, and they're all named. That was pretty fun to catch those. We've got Mount Dogemore, which has all of the server members who have had time to put their faces onto it so far. And I think, yeah, General Picardia is AFK. Oh, well, that is terrible timing. He's back. Okay. Okay. Recording tour video. Okay. And if we head over here, this, let's not talk about that. Over here we've got a wool store that I own, and an armory which is owned by Dane. And now we're in a different town called the Alps, and it's by far the most cold area on the server. It might not be quite the most mountainous. We can show off a couple of the pets who live in here. We've got Pogar and Franklin, and there's a secret little place down. Stick rushers, which are basically a ton of Fletcher villagers, which is the majority of this room. And this is how we get the emeralds and stuff to fuel a lot of the economy on the server. yeah, sticks are like the way everyone got emeralds early on, and then eventually people like moved on to other things, but still that is a good way to get emeralds. If we head over this, which is called the Platinum Gate Bridge, we get a nice view of this building over here, which is the Alps warehouse where stuff is stored. Up here there's a slightly incomplete building, which is the Alps factory, which is just where we have a super smelter. Over here we've got a place for people to jump into the ocean. And we've also got this nice house built by Dane, and it's kind of one of the more official entrances into the Alps. I'd rather take the fun way. Random history things and like fun PvP battles we call wars on the server over miscellaneous things. And in this boat, which is sort of halfway Reese's house, like he has like roughly half his stuff in here. There is, yeah, that's his house. And if we head over here, this island here is called Soul Island. I'll let you guess why. The reason this is blocked off, this building, is, let's just say there was an incident in storage. We've got this to test the ability of horses jumping. We've got a bit of another wart farm and a horse stables. If I head over here, we get a nice view of the Microsoft Hotel, which, oh my gosh, the lag. Okay, Bamboozled Blue is here, the Microsoft Hotel, which is nothing much. It was just a fun hotel building, and that, which is the entrance to our zombie farm, and that, which is the tea bar, and Dane's storage, pumpkins, and they'll go more in depth into the bigger building over there later. But the reason I'm going kind of fast on a lot of these is, they're not used for pretty much anything much. So I am putting more time into the more iconic buildings. And that is why we're heading over here. There's a sugar farm and like a halfway functional mob farm that I made because I'm, as you can tell, I'm more focused on building than redstone. And if we get to this town here, oh dang it. Okay, what this copper and iron thing is, we had an iron golem named Ted who died the day before I recorded this, and he's been around for so long, but we've just got a monument to him because he fought in so many wars. We've got more villagers here, most of them are farmers to fit the theming of this area. A barn with hurry back on over, and I actually missed something that's in the Alps. It's a refugee camp type thing, which I'll cut. Just kidding, I missed something. There is this, which is our potionery place, where we make all of our potions, and when I started, potions were kind of illegal, and I kind of missed it, which is kind of sad because it's a fairly large portion of this place. But anyways, this is the Refugee Center, where, yeah, due to wars and stuff, it's been used a couple times by me. And up here is a thing to be a monument to Pilot, who was our pet chicken, and, well, yeah, he was found dead, like, a while ago, and his name is Pilot, and he lived up in the Alps and was kind of a big mascot of the server. So let's keep on moving. Down here, we've got some... Okay, so this is like server transition between the Alps and New Las Nevadas, which is, the name is a bit confusing, but over time, Las Nevadas was from an old server, but we decided to have a new one on this one, which, yeah, Las Nevadas kind of exploded on the last server around the end of when we were playing at, and these are the pigs that Dane farms, the potato farms over here, and there's a bee farm and a sheep farm down here, and I've got to find a way to get back up onto the bridge, or else I'm... Actually, there's a way I can get up here, hopefully. But anyways, this is the pathway on forwards in the world to the newest establishment, really, which is New Las Nevadas, and it's quite a whiles away. This area is not like super heavily developed, but we do have a greenhouse, an empty farmhouse, and a horse stables. And a bit further down this way, we've got a larger building, which is mine. And, well, not really, but it's sort of a checkpoint because this is an area called the Road to the World, where basically we can, of course, be lit on fire, but this road goes on for hundreds and hundreds of blocks, maybe even thousands, and I have no idea why it's here, but we've got some cool biomes down it so we can build it in the future. So now it's time to get on to the next town we'll be showing off, which is called Reese. We've got the surf market and a curtain wall to the castle, some towers, and this is actually the castle's train station, but it's going to be a lot more defensible when it's done. This is actually Saint Parmesan's base. He's working on a village for villagers right now, which is going to be integrated into the castle, but it's not quite done, so we've... but it is a tree farm. I have no idea how to automate a tree farm, and yeah, I don't understand redstone really. It's too confusing for me. Up here on the hill is our haunted house, which doesn't have anything really on the inside, and if we get here, we have all of our librarians to get books and stuff from, and the stone cutter to get quartz from. And if we keep moving, there's still 3 buildings that remain from the original village, and this villager that's in that box doesn't get used anymore. Yeah, so there's Ironclad. So next up, we are moving on to the Windlands, which is by far our farthest location from here. It is actually really far, so we're gonna have to use the Nether to get there. We haven't built anything in the Nether yet because it's scary. This is the place where we go if you want to go mining, really. And I think that most of this is made by Saint Parmesan. We've got this building, which you can put stuff into it underground and it goes up into here. Here's the new mine entrance. I don't know what that is up there, but it's, I don't know. Here is my tower, which I never finished, and this giant cartoony looking claw is to pick up stuff and lift it up into the mountain. I think we've hit on most of the main, but either way, thank you guys for watching, and I've been Cynto. Make sure to subscribe to, well, the Doge Dudes and then all of the Doge Dudes and channels, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your day, and goodbye.